Good morning, beautiful nerds. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mr. Bates, your fearless leader, and I would like to welcome you to what is sure to be an extremely strange year in AP Physics C. As I hope to get to know all of you really well this year, I thought it fitting to start with a couple pieces of information about me. I am Mr. Bates, and I am also, like you, a product of Montgomery County Public Schools, having graduated from Blair way back in the year 2000. I went on to get a degree in physics from MIT and my master's degree in education from UMUC. Teaching is actually my third career. Straight out of college, I worked at Boeing working on the A160 Hummingbird autonomous helicopter. It's a UAV helicopter. And that was pretty cool. I spent a couple years cooking professionally in kitchens in both Los Angeles and in DC. I got to work with Jose Andres and Top Chef winner Michael Voltaggio. And then I came to Wheaton. This is my 7th year here at Wheaton. Honestly, I could not be prouder or happier to be a Knight. There's no school I'd rather be at. In my spare time, and what even is spare time these days, I love cooking for my family. I have 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 1.5-year-old. Singing in a local choir, although we haven't been doing a lot of that recently. And playing games, any kind of game, board games, video games, but particularly Magic the Gathering, which my 6-year-old also plays. Okay, but now you're thinking, yeah, fine, but what are we actually doing this year? Get to the meat of the thing, Mr. Bates. So for AP Physics, the strange thing is not a lot's changing. AP Physics was already a flipped class, which means that we were already watching videos on Play Pause It and doing material outside of class, and then coming into class to work on skills. We're going to be doing basically the same thing now. You'll be watching videos, and during our live classes, we'll be working on skills, because a lot of you had had a physics class before. I don't need to tell you that kinetic energy exists. All I need to tell you is how to work with it in the AP Physics way. What can we do with it now? I will note that this class has the dubious distinction of being 2 AP classes in one. It is AP Physics C Mechanics and Electricity and Magnetism. What that means is that we will be covering all the material for both classes. This year, Mechanics will take the first half of the year, E&M the second half. Mechanics takes a little bit more than the first half. And at the end of the year, you will have the opportunity to choose which AP exam you take, or as most people do, you get to take both. Hooray! 2 for the price of, well, it's actually 2 for the price of 2. Day to day, we're going to be doing lots of different things. But for the moment, there's 2 things that I want you to keep in mind. Thing the first, we have a lot of different tasks this year. And to keep them all straight, I want you to be using MyMCPS as much as possible. I mean, we have to use MyMCPS. But what I mean is that this is your one-stop shopping. If you're ever like, I wonder what we're doing, go to MyMCPS. We are going to be using other websites. We'll be using Play Pause It, as I mentioned. We'll be using UT Quest. So for those of you who can't get enough UT Quest, you'll be happy. But at the end of the day, all of your assignments, everything comes back to MyMCPS. So always check there first. The second thing is I need you to communicate with me. Now, I always like my students to communicate with me, but this, as you know, as you might be aware, is an unusual year. I do expect all of you to keep pace with the class, attend our live classes on Zoom and all the things. I expect you to do all those things. But I also know that some of you have very strange circumstances at home, may face unusual challenges. You may not be able to get online consistently. You may just have other things that are interfering with your life and with your work. I want to work with you. I'm willing to be flexible and do what it takes to make sure that your learning is the best that it can be. So I can be flexible with you on assignments and all these things, but I need to know. So send me a text message on Remind, send me an email, talk to me during our live Zoom classes. I have a lot of leeway to help you, but I can't do any of that unless I actually know what you need. In any case, that's it for now. So rest up. Let's get ready to hit the ground running in what is sure to be the weirdest school year any of us have ever seen. Take care.